Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Film Time. Reality TV is all about drama and awkwardness, and TLC's hit show 90 Day Fiancé has definitely more than enough of both to offer. From uncomfortable family encounters to lack of cultural awareness, here are some disturbing scenes from 90 Day Fiancé. Season 5's David and Annie were surely one of the show's most unlikely to last couples because things were pretty complicated right from the start. His family was not entirely on board with the relationship, and due to David's financial troubles, the couple had to stay with his friends Chris and Nikki when they arrived in the US, which led to a very strange first encounter. During the conversation about David and his fiancée staying at his home, Chris asked Annie if she would be willing to help around the house, and she of course agreed to that. However, Chris then also asked if Annie would give him some massages while he relaxed at the pool, and while viewers were outraged by the inappropriate question, it seemed like the other cast members didn't really respond apart from making some weird faces. This obviously surprised viewers, but as it later turned out, Chris had actually been given this line by producers, who hoped that it would stir up some controversy and get the audience to talk about the episode. In fact, Chris had to film multiple takes in order to appear natural saying his creepy line, which explains why none of the other cast members reacted as shocked as viewers were when they watched the moment. Carolina moved from Colombia to the US in Season 3, but since her fiancé Fernando had cheated on her before, she was constantly on the lookout for any sign of further unfaithfulness on his part. This prompted Carolina to search Fernando's drawers, in which she then found a pink pair of panties. She called him upstairs, and he nervously tried to explain himself, claiming those were old and he didn't even remember the girl before tossing them in the trash. This awkward moment was the perfect example of their biggest challenges as a couple, but they ended up getting married anyways. Jorge and Anfisa are one of the show's most infamous couples, partly thanks to the fact that Anfisa had no problem admitting that she only started dating Jorge because she thought he was a millionaire. She later found out that he had not only lied about how much money he had, but he had also kept quiet about his legal issues. These two have had some of the most insane fights on the show, and it always seemed like a breakup was just around the corner, and at one point, Jorge even decided to sneak off and see a lawyer in order to try and protect some of his assets, but before even making it to the lawyer's office, Anfisa called him and nearly lost her voice, screaming at him for secretly leaving while she demanded that he come back immediately. Jorge alternated between being annoyed and being amused by her screaming before giving up and going home to her. However, when he finally reached the apartment, Anfisa had already packed up all his stuff and kicked him out of their home, but as usual, they reconciled shortly after, and even though Jorge is currently serving a prison sentence for possession, the couple is still married to this day. From the moment her plane touched down in Las Vegas, Larissa made it quite clear that she was disappointed by pretty much everything that fiancé Cole had to offer her. She was disappointed by the size of her new home, and didn't exactly jump with joy about the fact that she would have to live there with Colt and his mother either, even making fun of the poor woman's furniture, or rather the lack thereof, and decorations. They had a lot of arguments, some of them so violent that police got involved, but what disturbed viewers the most about the couple was probably Colt's strangely codependent relationship with his mother Debbie. The two shared a home and even a bank account, and as Larissa quite rightly pointed out, it seemed time for the 33-year-old Colt to cut the umbilical cord with his mother. Danielle and Mohammed. Season 2 Danielle Mullins and Mohammed Jabalia met in an online chat room and soon got engaged, prompting Mohammed to move from Tunisia to Ohio. It was pretty obvious that the couple had a lot of issues almost from the beginning of their relationship by reportedly keeping a lot of secrets from each other. Although they got married within the 90 days, Mohammed left Danielle soon after their time on 90 Day Fiancé ended. In an interview with Cosmopolitan, Danielle revealed that she spent a lot of money on him, saying that she had paid for Mohammed's K-1 visa, their wedding, and their divorce. According to her, Mohammed promised to pay her back, but unfortunately never did, and understandably, Danielle was pretty upset about the whole thing. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like on the video and subscribe for more content like this in the future. We'll see you next time, guys. Goodbye.